In the history of Ghana's showbiz, we've had Azigiza Jr., Lord Kenya, Jesse Jones, Ofurian Ponsa, and a host of others quit secular to win souls for Christ after seeing the light. In fact, recently, fetish priestess Nana Agrada announced a decision to ditch her deities for the gospel. Now, all these have come with their controversies. But Moesha's metamorphosis from being risque to someone who wears something that could best be described as a gown to prove her conversion and attempting suicide is an issue that is very, very controversial. And so we table it for a riveting discussion. I am Benefo Boabin Abrantepa, and this is Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Thanks for joining us on Bloggers Forum. The show is proudly sponsored by Cheesy Pizza. Joining me on the show today is Vida Educhumwa Boatin. Vida is a columnist. Vida, welcome.
Thank you, Abrantepa.
Nana Aredu is with oneplayafrica.com. Nana, akwaba. Nice. Let's join Ama Bruni for the tidbits. We call it Nkomo.
Ya say baby na watwe se hu se mi shefita na ye boshiro ya adamfo ba ku no se nyankopon ato no sa friend ne kan ti bia bia na wo mogya wato meke na wo se Moesha asem na ye ke ne sakra wa sakra mu nsem annam echi ne nyina na watwe ya mabroni mabei nkomo ho ya be kire mu na ne ye koso nyina ye de abrem ma ye ntwa ye ho na ye mbra sesia. Se minim se masum ye mode mutwan ye tie Moesha sense ba mode mama ye fa nkosha ase wo baby na ye starting fee ye sound engineer bia ye friend no yo sound boy ye Rashid Metal no noise ono anaja oye enyomi na nkomo bia betudwa ne se ye sound boy se de yare abon kakra kidney problem we enya bi na yire e de aba betudwa se de odada ile se sukwa mpo ye twe se ye be ne kidney transplant asem yi ba nkofo so akeka won sa ase kakra nti hwa ye hwe ni ma ne se janto bo kakra be Naija omde akwakoye eye sound boy mbona ne ho etumi ato no ene mama ye nto aso eye actress Efiodo ye ka eye fix the country anim se ogie nim ankasa na Efiodo na din se mi betu dwase se na ohwe na nkofo nyama kwei wam se se mi by pressure aba na wo se Efiodo owo party say owo se de wa bre nti for ne mental health nti okọ break akra obe take break of social media na se mi by na yeso efia wo de je wa home kakra se na se mi eye o ambassadorial deal be with eye interior deco be company bill 3 years contract and on one and assigning na betu just also okọ break from social media na nkofo na bale se we terminate contract we twem se wo nya active de ne Efiodo contract ne ye je fi unsem asemi a sheda nkwa ye nkofo de but say ja contract de was sign de se we follow terms and conditions Efiodo ye hope se bibia be ye fine ama e wo camp ayo na mama ye nto ase so ya bia na wo kroma anu se prema mbo nda fam so be se wo slade a wa hu se sisters ya be na se hu se sisi e chinye yi ahama chentapoli kra eso sisi hu se na wa hye da chechire ankasa wo se waist trainers ya be ene ye slimming pills fu perflatomia na wakwakoto bi na adi de ebuso wo hwe celebrities be social media wo advertise ene wo de won sisi be gina wo so se wo bo sa waist trainer ye betumi ama wanya se na girls be bra ye wo na je se wo de won sa akwakoto eye actress Nelson abechi mo chema sa anyama ni nyina mo forget na enye adwuma waist trainer slimming pills say flatam ni nyina enye ho enye adwuma nti mo amun didi na makwakoto ti na no ane se mo no ma no pawia if Nelson say opening se open small waster ene fa weni kire gym enye sanso de na ajeje yi knife ya eye BBL eye yi nwa wo ye surgery for eye waist no akakoye bi na wo de weni to eye slimming pill ni waist trainer so ene onua enye adwuma ene say Nelson edi ensem nyina nchirimu abre na yakọ eye Shatawale ne former girlfriend eye Shatamichi say those on pen Shatamichi en pen ni michi keke na watwe na eye ne ba eye Majesty odi ni birthday na birthday shoot bi omoye ono ama me na one ne ba na etwitwa pictures emu ano sanso de bedrop video bi a o sesese de ne ba no say Nyankopon aboa ne de afa fofra aka ne mfo hodi o person dedicate ne manyame to ko baptize no na video no de betu dwa na eja sa manfu wa onim kokonsa wo hwehwe mehu se na ne papa wanyifa na wo hwe ma wo hu se Ashatawale nka video yi hu eyi na obi betro wo eyi michi eyi post na se michi awa kwakoye hu se wo ye hu single man be aso bese wo fatag na se wo bese wo kire ye se Ashatawale nhweba na eyi na eyi michi hu no se patro gina baby a wo gina na men ka asem nchiro untua school fees into untumi mbe kire me se na me live me life na ye ngina eye shata michi nsensem ya so michi nsem yi be kan yi na se ngofo raise concerns ase oni shata wale omuntem enhye enye okay sa na eye lady bi o say friend Madeline Love say wo say shata wale ni partner bi na adam for ankasa ni chocho mutu ankasa ono de nsem bia betudwa wo say we gu eye shata michi enum asepoto de say we gu nenum ase ankasa o kire ma michi wo kama na oni shata wale wo ye dancer musician shata wale wo na wo fa na echi wo twa fem ankasa oni ko fudwedwedwe mutumi di bi ba fie ho nyina nsem ya eye Madeline kan ye se de nim se eye no kware ana se eye bosrem kan osan so kire ma eye shata wale ai Emilia Brobe kuma wood actress ono no waka wonye na ye kan command kan me de brew o so ne kura ye bibi just say wa listen ko bebre eyi o so obi e friend eyi na apia o so oni michi dai say na apia say ende ye nim say yo ono no waka na ba say de michi e respond e nti ye hwe nim say shata michi ba kire mahu say asem na won atwa ato no so no e yampa ana say enyampa na sem say yeba krom ha de munim say de bia nkofo anu de mu so eye politicians mu ye corrupt most south kan na asle queens na say ni say eye osofu kum chacha na odi nkrebia ma eye politicians o kire ma mo amu wie ska no mo abampenfo a o manfu yan kasa ye ska mu wie akodi no yare a eni eduru o kire ma eye HIV AIDS na enyam say there was a violence ankasa o chema yare anu ni eduru na enkam mo amawie ska na ye Ghana fu ska amawie politicians enkam na mo fasa ska na ansan so nsam ho yare
wo ya ba mu pani na wo wi Ghana ska ade akoto ogurochile ade akoto dan ade akoye property e wa ogurochila hwe wodi fuokum chacha midina wanyame yasam so ewrade ma wonya stroke embra so ewrade ma HIV skadi ya japadi na wo wi akoni nyina nyame man fansa ho yade no so nkoda
na mama yantu ankoma no so ha ma na din sem bia betuja o chema ya wo schemes e wo krom ha se mumu bebre mama artist fu bebre depression mama won akọ depression mu ankasa ha ma chema at least so wo nominate na mo bi nomination ba se 9 na ekeka ko anya anka ma ne ba kumpo e za 0 sa adu ko fie de enhye dan tweko mama nko fu bebre nya depression amanfo na munje akuna na yentu a wehwe aya Moesha actress Moesha budon asem na ye edusi wa mum se na watwetwem na ye de brem so Moesha se de oso ode ne ho amanyame bra na obofoforo ye slesle osi aya onu nkofu kununum date onu ana esi no osi wejai ode ne ho amanyame na asem iba na ndi yesi yesum ye de rade asese Nyankopon ankasa eso ye sister yi na ensem bi ebechi na amanfo enti ase video bi ebetuja hu se Moesha asema mike Moesha ye kin washa tari long dress bi ne na hu futu ne nsa hu futu ne bi say na den na ekoso a muntie mu Moesha no try san ko bekum ne ho ayo onipa anka Nyankopon afem Moesha nkasa try san ko bekum no enye nkofu bi na nka atwem ne wo hu say sister yi try so jump fi eye abansuru so asifem no wo so nim na wo do ne chance wo say sister na den na ekoso Moesha chema say de ni ama tete no fleza anka wa say de na nka ye ne bible read o tunum ne ade na so say enye ma bi hante ne ade on hada nte ase se se de nsem bi no de abetu de ochirima ko sisse oberema bebe ni fi ababe bokoko kwaye ne ho adede wakata ne nemu ono oberema bi ande bium so abran de wetwem ono asanso sanso se emia young girls are connect ma mama eye mpanyimfu esikafo yi bi mfa ne bone chen se oyesa fi se that time ne de no wo wiase na nsem yi bai na mkofo se Moesha wan kasa na wo kan se me binum de ayesero but yo chirema Nyankopon kasa na wa friend Moesha sanso so chem se ne car Range Rover ya hu se ne white Range Rover o se wa ton wo ti je se wo chirema wa ton ne hu ne ma se sempo do ntifie Moesha na aso sanso che se de offer boats trotro ya be Moesha ntimi nim se bia watena trotro bi ma na se na wo hu se Moesha enam a ti Moesha se de o se sa ne ti bia no wom na on ni sa riches na on ba no be yi ne ho eno crash is a happy child Fese na nka neni nje se ne wo behia Nyankopon na wo se ne ho atona nkasa na sem ye bai na eye celebrities wo se enye Moesha na ye hu no bibi hawo no amanfo chema eye asori na okoi na wo ka so se de Nyankopon aton sa afre no omo na mo influence no na mama sister ya aton ne ho nya manyina na ode hakoma pastor sana nkofo se ahia mode ena eka video bi a abaye o chema eye pastor ya eye na Moesha ko na asori ono na o se wo man anointing or you be so onum Aisha modi na eka komo na ekono o se o ma na no nti o yubi so no onum wie ya nuane ni sister ya ton hu nya manyi na wodwe ho awonte ase na asem yi bai na Aisha chema eye model aye friend Vika Michaels onim aye osofi ono na o tam Moesha no de ne koi na nsem abechi ba Vika Michaels nso de nsem abetujo se enyampa Moesha na nkasa no kware ene de Yakopon na afre no na se otonto ne ho nya ma ne de ono ankasa na o se finipem Aisha modi so ma eyi osofo ne nkofo no 24 hours wan fa Moesha mba o so no de ne de wan nim so patako je ko Aisha modi o so be so oni krom had na so be ko akasa ma mu say yes na asem ni na Moesha na fufu bebre akasa eye fia ashas na go chema Ghana fo asem yi ba ye mu anam kaka kan ho asem no man leading into depression into say dey so be kum ne ho a mu blame mu ho eye Princess Shingo ono akasa na Adam Princess Shingo wan nim say waste yi ne netun a ono eye Moesha ene bonkusi atafre o chema ase na ansem yi I say the actress, I say you're hypnotizing. I say bibi koso. On jendi pan, cause Moesha on ne kasa yo. Also was sakon ne kasa fine. I mean that's they find okokum ne ho. Pascal kanum nyina de one atum say they say wo yemboa. Amake abebre say DK be kwa pimpolo kra be cast so say ne say yemmo am entertainment industry. Mo bom ho modern na mo ye nembo bia na mo ye nembo ntin. Empire na ye boa ne say Nyankopon na wa frem Moesha ne de. Ende ye ne kan kwan so anat obekum ne ho ne nsensem bia be ne de. Ene de emfa kwan munti. Se say de ensem a wo kan ne say mumbom pai ema actress Moesha Budon. Na me say Moesha case here be do bia de na no atum. Eye na adamfo, wo say na adamfo. Eye adwo asafo a. O chirima eye business tycoon bi. Business tycoon Moesha nkofo yi bi. E na one na akwakoda na wasesa ne kra. Se say o so de owu ato ne so. Se say na muhu Moesha no. Owu da ne so. This day ensem nkofo be kan nkofo say na we ye sure pa say ono bi na ekoda na wasesa ne kra de owu aman. Adwo asafo a chirima mumbom pai ma Moesha. Se na be ya ne kra ebesan so aba ne nchen. Na say na manfo say no we say wo mpai bo bia na eja na wakai eye actress Moesha Budon na say the face no wo mu ne de enda fam abrantepa ono abeje fam nsom na monto asoman da say ne amabroni besan so aba.
Thanks, Amabroni, for the tidbits and more. For more of these stories, visit our website www.ghanaweb.com. Mami Sasi free by the Hona Mary Head or the best start.
Amabroni sem no abobu so no. I don't know how much these days meaning the koso there, but sometimes arguments need be why it's difficult for some of us na to comment and to say the actual things that we really want to say to him. How is not winning awards causing depression for artists? Waka say you're nominated to 8 or more or 7 categories. Chenchina Okofi and so the bakoko to kill your depression. You and I know say game name to say. When Juma won't say you're nominated to various categories, but what a be a Juma a bro, a be DSO. And there's also the public vested in this. And see, if you don't encourage your fan base and someone to abamau, and if you don't catch the eye of the board and the academy now, how are you expected to be coffee? And then you come and tell us that cause depression. I don't know me who analogy no. And no me organizer I was in Shabaku Mobia. No be coffee ni usafi they actually evenly. But and yes sir, and you're highly competitive. If you don't get involved or fans involved, now we can push you works. I don't see how you're going to go home with awards. Now, Shatawale name, Mad Love 29 name. Check Mummy and Dream home. Mummy and Dream home. Yeah, in 2021, Muse, a baby, seb you, I don't know, Cameron, to me, you see, it's MB. I feel na my share kuna dan o kan we chere me and I go fa be ma we na Shatawale wa worry me tiana.
On worry no.
On worry no. It as long as on worry girl, she has every right to do what she wants. First on any one banner. And just the need for what go ebusian for. And to say on wote. No, Shana say we wasting the time. No, full say be on new people I mean endorse a song of Obia worry and born him. So that is the nappy I mean endorse it. But it's about time my mama will come up and say, oh, but on China on worry now. On your she has, the freedom to move around. And that girl too, she must be stopped. We are not Massa, we won't give you that time. We need rest out. We have other fruitful things to talk about. So they should keep quiet over there. They should take several seats. Hey, wait, we don't have time. Maybe and spilling secrets. No, it's not careful. Spilling secrets. Master, we don't have time for me camera. We need what I did.
When he says it, she keep quiet over there. Nania was watching his phone and the
way he turned every day now. You know, excuse me, say bitching around. What is this?
Nana.
How? I'm right here. I said, no dear.
Fire and tell me.
Hey, it was video.
It's dinner out 10 and we
had the way I was
Boko and somehow and they also can't add some.
Obina me and I was or can secret.
Or can secret?
GDP,
I want to two things.
I
want to applaud Ifeodo. I think so far I've not really heard people go back to back for it on the Ifeodo issue. So I want to applaud her. The move she made is something that very few celebrities in the world do. Protecting their mental health over their maybe level in life or the persona that they have on the internet. Many celebrities would have maybe faked that they are okay, be online, and then be trying to do whatever they have to do until one day it gets to a point where they can't be helped. Then they are down. The down part is that if it's actually the fix the country conversations that probably took it off social media, and it's coming from maybe followers or people on social media, then I would say cool, it happens because we'll be an opinion on social media. But say a external commentary and as a conversation be of course maybe a amana bunhua instead of say or lay lower, then we are in serious times. Because I've heard what's it say, Abronia or whatever go at a fear or others who have also other people in the political commentary space have also gone like hard. And it's quite unfortunate. Say people cannot have their voices. That's freedom of speech. They can have, but if you're against what they are saying, then you cannot have it. So I just want to believe that political influence, and if you are echo into this hiatus and I say hibernation or whatever that she calls it. But I want to applaud her for being smart and taking care of herself. It's very important.
And very necessary.
Yes, and I also tried to interview one other lady, I know can fix the country agenda, and also kind of same thing and also she's going off because a few things have threats. I'm not going to use the word to mean threats. When it's too much, so they have to lay low. It's sad that we're in a country where they will not allow us to have our freedom of speech. And I say, if a political commentator from the ruling party can go on radio and attack a citizen who is not affiliated to any party, that I want you guys to do A and B and C for the country, and into the mobile attacking is so much so hard that she will not be comfortable in her own skin to live her life on social media now, and she can also eat that. You see, I know they deal with the company that were giving her business now has been cancelled.
Yeah.
Because if you are not vibrant on the social media,
there's no way you can.
Yeah, because that's why we are paying you for. So, our mama, small girl, I hope, say, going forward, we also monitor their space. When they also say something, my fancha. And anytime they come at us, they are because I think they have to also allow people to speak
their minds.
Yeah, what they want to say. The second thing is that I'm not too sure about is the hammer conversation. That's why I asked before we went on air, say, is there a video to what Hammer said?
He made a similar comment when Medical had 7 nominations and walked home with nothing.
You see, listen.
He is thinking about the mental health, like you are applauding a Ifeodo, mental health of the artist, having been nominated for like 9 awards, 9 categories, and knowing that, I worked so hard, that's why I had these numbers.
Okay, I make 2 examples. You said if it will make sense to address this issue, and I want to work on the line of that was saying, "How many? You know, I said, me, I'm your friend.
Can I be?
Let's even my friend.
It's me come quiet.
Last week, my friend is my friend. I think so. Wednesday, he was on our space show.
Yeah.
And shout out to all the guys that came to speak on the space show. Reggie Zippy, Hama, Sadiq Abdullah Abu, DJ Mensa, CEO of Create Concept, Mr. Folsom. There was a great conversation on the national agenda policy set by Hama. It was great revelations about
the national agenda, you know.
Yes.
I was the woman.
Oh, Debbie. And he was talking about investment.
If you are in a class of 20 and a 50, and you are the first person in the class, now you did the whole school, but boom. Now, when I obey you, 50th, do you get depressed?
15.
50th.
At a certain
50.
level.
Yes, at a certain level.
And Muye 50.
Our class.
Our class.
Class. And
our class.
Yes.
And you get.
The whole
I don't know if depressed is the word, but you get
down.
sad. You'll be down. You'll be worried.
Because you're a human being. But you will not say school no the school should have known that when I would be first or class until this school na be boom. It's like I was supposed to be first. You will not say that.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
I get the analogy.
Okay, there's another example that I want to make. Grammys nominated The Baby. No, BET, 7 nominations. He went home with 0. That same year, he had over 10 hits. The following year, he had another 7. He went home with 0. You understand? I think what he's saying, yes, if I'm an artist and you nominate me in 9 categories and I don't get any, as human as I am, it will hit me. Even any artist here, Juma, when you work so hard for an artist and the song that you're working on does not get award, what would you in the crown? You get a bit depressed and I get a bit sad because you're a human being. But to say that, say nominating will be 9, at least 1 for 2 in Kofi, you know. I want to see the video. I don't think Hama will say that. There's no way Hama will say that thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get it.
There's no way Hama will say that because even a lay person who is on the streets, so our Ghana Music Awards, crap, will be hard to say that. And your award scheme, the fact that you are even nominated, she said, "What boy Juma?" Yeah, but what basso, but modos, but could pen and bet me really. And it's not the award scheme that should be looked at, as the commentary that comes from the fans who watch the awards. That is what gets to the artist. The public could do example that you cited in the story on Ghana Web. No? I followed that story through and through and through. It wasn't Ghana Music Awards that made Papi sad. It wasn't Ghana Music Awards that made Kim Promise sad when he had 7 and he had none. It was the commentary especially on Twitter. Boys were
trolling him.
Yeah, not just trolling. Like Kim Promise, for instance, there was a picture of him, Kiddy, and Kwame Eugene, no more call London, after the awards. And Kwame Eugene, I'm the award, Mr. Kwame Eugene saying, and I'm the Kiddy, they are saying, saying, I'm the Diashek, Kim Promise, and saying.
Sally,
how is that?
These social media trolls, sometimes.
How is that the fault of an award scheme? What am I saying?
Yeah.
If you are nominated, you are a winner.
Okay, right. So we take a break. When we return, we'll talk about Moesha Budon's conversion. Yes, Cecilia. Or say, undressed basa. In fact, some weeks ago, when this whole thing started, she deleted every picture and show parts of her body, and like 1 or 2 pictures are cover up her enema in showroom. And as you see, I'm sorry, them wakobo mpaye na you some videos of her on inkofu wedding komo say oni bema bia en na bio kopem say obeware. So we have this to discuss when we return from the break. It's Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Don't go away. Welcome back to Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. The name is Abrantepa. I'm doing the show with Nanea Redu. He's with OnePlayAfrica.com. Vada Duchumwa Boatin is a columnist. The show is proudly sponsored by Cheesy Pizza. Cheesy Pizza has all you want, from juices, smoothies, jollof, fried rice, spag, and meatballs. And for pizza, buy one, get one free every Wednesday at all branches. Call Cheesy Pizza on 054 133397. 054 133397. cheesy pizza, your way. And so we want to focus on actress Moesha Budon, who is now a born-again Christian. I'm sure you listened to Ama Bruni's presentation, you've read about this whole issue. In fact, still na developments Tina said this one is the controversy surrounding this whole thing is too much. Mami says in free Vida.
Mami kind description about the sending me about because I'm who is coming on the show.
Hey, I say more. Kanye.
I'm saying who is coming. I say vicious vociferous. Please, this is the time we need your vividness
in this matter.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you what you want. Abrantipa.
Mami.
If I may say Moesha Asakano. Me wanna say or your publicity biama asoribi, which is the Revelation Church International now. On Instagram, no. I saw it as that because then I mean who said, oh, I saw them on not the likes of Salma Mumin, Saligali, Yemi Baba, and one other. Joe Metal cry he was at the church. And I was like, well, brand influencing era you will media. A ton sorry. And the Biana and Nubina or ye. And see videos ever after that, most said no, why ye unkempt bisa. Moesha we know no. Opia kotokelewele wa bonte cry was say ojinem because on one or tonwadie. What's my say?
Yeah.
Ne bibia one who be ya bo ho ka or target tag your ma omoye. It's me who say wig in sheno on nails, no makeup. Ni komwe yin konko bisa na fe as a bra bi esesane. I mean who Moesha on a regular day or she Santa. They don't me say hey.
Then
publicity no the senior can one because I say I know ya but me who say all committee suits and I'm saying no I didn't ya submission it looks like a who be action a who can and I say of felicity days are numbered into bibi away be was so yan 10 and son as I don't know I then aso to say the wako hospital a doctor catch us say oh busume me inside to die. And when you know to two near ma, baby, I will Japade will be out to ni no be answer Canada. Assembly are working the other county and son away free as I see swako. And see, in fact, me yam shame because Mrs. Sumidunyami, my pa sorry activities ye pa, and I was like, no, I was say a boy lady. Now, Miss Abisame who say, sorry no, say no, robe no more in. Moesha abrabo because obia wo kwan of faso nyankopon ejeno and I will call nyankopon chen. The most easiest way would be say wakwa sorry na altar call ya frɛ say why no person de ni homa nyame de na wa ba bigina ba fa yesu say me kra ne magimpa obi wo ho a how akese to na enum na ɛwo so ko hwehwe tumi bi eso chen ahonhoma hodo no de ne ho kodom no. Some people even almost sakra in prison. What's my say? Until already there no, I don't see near a bar. You who sa shift no from Sebio slave queen to a sorry cry church rat and not church mouse. Me who they call bar yeah. This has me buy, but then no. You know it's nearby a do safwa. A beka say oh and now vision be a nyakupo each and say on Nigerian me businessman tycoon bina. A cautious honor, you done in the cry, Emma. If you're a spiritual person, issues like this and same be saying on fan agro because the name is
yeah.
And to me, tea and man fan agro so. But then people were chastising a do for say a didn't know they are back public, a same could to me who privately. And also another option. But if you're a spiritual person, now you know, sir, whom be or why was so can and name obey and son on betchum who am I then or matchum. But Moesha stories all can he preaching our preaching has to do with a mema on your mother sexual encounters. Anyone when you say or they ma become a meme be said or monfa. And you know, so woman is preaching way in that direction now. you give me the perception say biana do suffer revelation na unya ye no ye no kre because unka bibia aside enem asem ne mema asem ni ejapade a unya free mema nchen a ene wo say watonton enti said ye won ka say oni bema bia enda biem say arantipa udani Christoni a it doesn't mean say amane emba wakwemu yes what ni ukwa no amane e doso na wo bompa ne nyame hu mobo a e do be yi we free ni nyina enti for you to say me ni bema bia nda ahonhom so around they pick up things challenge ni betimi aba ebi kra na obi ane no asori dem wakwa na ne condom wo so ye obi bia ho no befo say me ne asori dan ba ko mu say ne condom ya valid 7 ne koda ade no adwuma da nanim no eso enti wo say oteki care kakra me won say celebrities na bemu ena ye pese ye boawo ena ya adwemu yare na nsin ya depression da na fashion ye ba so say obi a sorry a e wo so de no ho bata depression no ba bedwem be ka nsin bi a emfata me de me hu ne say asofo akese bi wo man mu a sebi o all social vices no mo dem hu hihim ansa na nyankopon eji o aba baby o mo sisi ano. I just want to tell her so she's not alone. Papa bebre ebo okro no ebi num wi ebi ye niema batane no ojina pulpit anim na o preach a o chen say you know why watanya manya sorry fie fitine kwala. Now there's this bit with Aisha Modi. Aisha aba out and ra aba be kasa say Moesha ye ne dia obegine free Nigerian pastor sem na Ghana sofo enye krado na wo man hwe yi a obi free Nigeria beba begu asofo wo Ghana hanimu ase me ka che Aisha say ye ni Nigeria for bia na jollof war ene ye wo but eba na sofo a ye nka say ye pe oman a obekire say ono na sofo ho odin chen obi nyankopon adom no egu ahodo obi de yare sa obi de ye nyomto obi de ye say obi de ye miracles entini mimi ntina ha en contest say osofo no na aye Moesha bibi ukan ya kan say Aisha sem papa na ma Moesha concussion bi e oil wanom ye tikrom ha wo ti America say unye sure say de ukan ya de esi ye pa it's criminal. So bibema obi to say Moesha poison say on mama na are having erratic behavior around us. Say enye no kre na say papa we say o baby take you on. Say also am obi concussion say on ma. Unim repercussions a ebeba na. Afi osase Moesha ye ne dia na obi eni wo betimi age ade eni dia. Oye wo dia da ben. E wo kwan ben so. Wow, and we have to relax. Get on the state now a woman no. Just change over keke no I mean obey okay. Mimi ni se na adwene mu bibi and ebia na how be a ekoma na se trosa or receive it from Ghana for no. And the money yen say o commit suicide. But then we should also know say anye bia obi aka chere say her days are counted. Ye money ti ase say so nyakopon nje won kwan film sema o da se ni bia ni obetimi agye won kwan film sema.
The answer Mekona na also no you made a comment on she saying say only maybe Anna. There's a video that we will play to our viewers. But even before that, some have said that declaration is too extreme for Obi Afena or wire convert. Obi Nati has said that and he's in the video that we'll play. From I know your background. You're very spiritual. Kwasha bonfire or there.
Obi bonfire no sign for for us.
You know, yeah. Say no sano. Say bonfire boy. Basi yemfam man ko for So with that one, with your background, is it how dangerous or otherwise is it for someone to say a new convert to say this thing that I used to do, I am doing them no more. In the case of Moesha.
Bible no can say ahonhom money ni tu efri umu krapo na okọ kogada momentum. Na wasamba oba be hwe say ekwan bi da ho na wabo It looks as if someone no problem ni how our winning and say when meme be at multiple times what derive CKB every mo. But then the reason why I feel she's saying that is you're so judgmental, say you really feel the grace of God. Nyakopon adom no enye wamba ma papaya from kwano. If we remind her, say, no matter how sins etieno, there is a grace be or one my bit to me a pajawa. I mean, she will not speak the way she's speaking. It will be difficult for because Adiana will tie and then also emotions or feelings be there will be what baby. Now I feel they also mean ye be. What if say temptation a PF sorry what? Elder because say you the empire and say yeah and also because say so we should young glorify Onyankopon grace etimi free any situation. She shouldn't be quick to make promises. I mean good so Onyankopon be kwa pam say bia wo gimia may you say but ade na wom pa afi wo jai no a gradual process.
Nana, when Agrada said she had seen Christ, he said it's a script. Do you see this as a script, or this one appears to be real to you?
Very good one. I think the Agrada incident, everything, like I said, was well written, but just badly acted out and delivered, because she gave herself a title, Prentem Manahum Sofudi. You get me? And all that. So that's why the Agrada thing, a lot of us believe. Even today, you have not seen anything new from her. It's still the same Abozage, movements that's just going on. The Moesha case is quite interesting because there's already a case that has happened in the world with a quote unquote a very powerful person, similar case, and in 2014 to 2015 a rapper called Kanye West went through a similar thing. It started from there where he became so paranoid around a lot of things and people didn't understand what was happening to him. In his paranoia he became arrogant, more arrogant. Those who know Kanye's story can check his interview with Power 106, the Breakfast Club, where they were trying to tell him that you are getting too arrogant, and he got pissed. Fast forward, he had the same issue with Sway, and look at now why a bit sober, and then on this way, so hey, you don't have the answers, Sway. You don't have the answers, Sway. You don't have the answers. 2016, in realizing who he's trying to become, he says also a gospel album. Na gospel album no, the album cover no, na a tour that and then nimnya to it's called The Life of Pablo. But the first song was Ultra Light Beam, featuring Kirk Franklin. Christians in America went hard on Kirk Franklin, to the extent that it was difficult for Kirk at a point to make an appearance to perform the song with Kanye, except a few TV appearances. After some time, Kirk explained, said he's not going to leave his brother because the brother was going through an encounter with God. It took Kanye from 2016. It took him about 3 to 4 years to fully come out from that encounter that he had with God in 2014-15 there, right? Today, he's a man of God, not like an ordained pastor, but somebody that takes Christ very serious and all that. What I'm trying to say is that when somebody experiences God, the level of things where the person goes through, if you don't take time, you quickly go and put the person in a psychiatric hospital. Because for Kanye West, they were giving him medicine, mental treatment, and the more they treat him, the more he gets worse. All the medicines that they give him to take to suppress his whatever mental and work off and not all worse. So he stops taking. When he stops taking them, he's fine.
Wow.
Yeah. Moesha's issue is like the Kanye West thing. Whoever led her to salvation, after the salvation, what was she told? It's very important. When there's an altar call at church and you are given the chance to become born again, when they finish, they give you to somebody who helps you to understand what you've just gone through. Yes or no?
Yes.
Whatever she was told, that is my first point. Say, I will say what you say. Whatever she was told, we have to find out that thing. Because that is the first trigger of whatever actions.
I say your money is some indoctrination.
Yes. Whoever the church gave to, say, who now be a handler for Moesha, they will catch Moesha after the salvation. They will say, "What me catch her? Need me boy girl." Because Vivid, come.
Me John Abrantipa.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a sad notion. When I catch yourself unto me born again, my brow be Range Rover. Internet was out to Tom when I'm near here and son of what's me dinner fulfill.
Oh, who is a one for one person?
No, internet is over fat trotro.
And so also fat trotro. She says
That's
a big
why
trotro.
what she said is very important.
Whoever
Whoever gave the girl the led her to the salvation, whatever, or 24 council and only one pine, then will catch her Moesha. Was she jealous? Because if you go to church a lot, most of the time people quote unquote who are in the public eye who are doing, or not even girls or boys who are doing well in church. That's it. Maybe 2 or more. Of course, you see, we know how people react to them. Then we'll catch a girl. No? After that, what has been the constant conversation with Mo on her changeover? So if any man be in Christ, a new creature, right?
Yeah.
Until all things are passed away. So you should line now. Over to me, I catch and say, Joe, all things are passed away. Who hears our range, you know? Who hears our, you know? You may never know. But what did she also do in helping Moesha to understand the process she's about to go through? Abantie, if you live a certain lifestyle and all of a sudden you want to change, it won't happen. No. You have to understand.
You can ask for your
sure, it won't happen. Hey, Abantie now, what there be apartment mu? It be ma live so well, right? O post picture. I said I took a car. Once I say come Moesha to come from to okay.
Yeah.
When I saw to Masana
there's this bit almost say Uncle Deflate at one.
Yeah.
That be
Sure, Abrantipa. So what's it?
No, but
life was action. No near the last year. Oh no, the interviews or yeah, no catch and say oh no any fat.
And I'm changing.
And I watch the Asha Honti. And yeah, if be a silicons be and I say Panebu until no one fat dear Munja no. If we don't, they order to a circle having a possible.
See,
so leave her.
This is my stand on it. I've said it everywhere. I'm going to change it. It's a very dangerous stand I've taken, but I say it everywhere I go.
Which is
if Moesha goes back to the world, all Christians have failed.
How?
I'm telling you.
How?
I stand by it. I won't change it. I'll give you an example, right? The church, whether it's fake or correct, represents us as Christendom. One. The pastor, whether fake or correct, represents us as Christians. Two. Whoever is her handler represents us as somebody who knows the Bible. Into Wabuano. Now, Mo is a public figure, right? And then that's my bay, about medium. I don't want to talk about all that. What I'm saying is, a certain love and a certain belonging will change Moesha's approach. All the things that has been said by Vida today is something that if everybody in the Christendom, right, is making her know that you don't have to lose your big breast, you don't have to lose your big ass. You have to actually. Who says Christ is boring? When I see people do that, I get very angry. Who says God is boring? Who says if you're a Christian, you must be poor and wear some kind of shoe, wear some kind of slippers? Are you serious? Who says you cannot drive a Range Rover and look and be a Christian and feel cool? It is a wake-up call to all of us. I heard somebody, I won't mention the person's name, I heard a pastor or a young pastor say on Peace FM that Or say Moesha corner sorry hona muje no na doctrine na then na nobody can interfere and I say yes, you have a point. But Christians have used that doctrines, belief, and have a base of divisions. That's why even gospel artists can win Artist of the Year, yet they have to still fight to defend it in public space. Because you're back. But you see, after you met better than I say, show near life, near be a comment section to any here on the comment here. As against putting a stone boy or a sack on your show and open the comment section. It tells you who we are as Christians. If I've been on a show with Akase Brempong before, and we opened the phone lines, I dared him. I said, I want to open the phone lines and see how many Christians will bombard this phone line, so that the unsaved person will believe that what you're doing is your ministry, so that he will see you as powerful as sack or stone, because you are our sack or our stone. Do you know that?
Yeah.
We opened the phone lines, not even a single call for 10 minutes. Not a single call for 10 minutes. Division is not way you This thing is gradually, it's one of the things that is exposing us to it. Exposing it. And I'm going to some funny story. I don't talk about the no. I some funny story, right? That is funny story. I say, so for now, or I say, we see a draw of Moesha. So, on this story, say the draw of what jit ni bibia, and people are happy, you know. And one call, sorry, Papa, and then call Bahaseya. That's why I said what I said, that if Moesha goes back to the world, because you see, if we open our arms and like what she has said here, so we'll be including there are people on social media who are Christians, but they are mocking her. There are people who are Christians on radio and TV, and they're putting her on a chopping board and they are chopping her.
But I tend to believe, there's been some sort of indoctrination via Akoso. Because of a sort of funny life, no. Say, I didn't know for say any na mama not to actually. Now I can't body now or genie.
So she cannot believe whoever
or genie man money guni boni. So she now wants to end it all. But then, Tessa, God will judge you. God will judge you now. So there is grace, there is mercy. When you na say. So preach that to the people. Now I don't think I'm brain sorry no, because when him say no, Korea dear. But if you no read and no bora sorry now you can have a change of mind and I'll be Jack Chronobo. Yeah, sorry to say how the place for the righteous only. I'm a sophobia to the extent that Uchiri hairstyle be why your dreadlocks it's me pamusia bontin say men banyami fear. Then you could pass as no waffing.
See, before you go,
I don't know why people do that.
Listen.
I don't understand.
Before you go, right? Only Kewa.
Yeah.
The producer.
Highly spiritual.
Yes. He came under attack.
Yeah.
Say, well, yeah, Obi Obo, we are now a cotton Mike say what all preach. And a serious attack. And then Eastwood Anaba did a preaching and Kewa shared it. Reverend Eastwood Anaba was explaining how you can be an accountant in your church, in your office, and still be a man of God or still be a Christian. You don't have to stop what you do because you're a Christian. That video Kewa thought would have actually help people to understand what you're doing. Share comment section now. I am saying, and I'll say it again, if Moesha and any other repentant celebrity goes back into the world, like how we lost Oforian Ponsa, I don't know people Lord Kenya together. It's not by chance, it's by grace. Niso, Kese, and all these guys who have gone into Christian music, who are not mainstream Christian artists, and if they were secular artists, and if jealousy is an emotion that anybody feels, they will see their fellow that they are better than, sitting in a range and they are walking to church, and it will take them back to the street. If Mo goes back, we have all failed Moesha as Christians.
Yes. A fetish priest came to Masori, or Comforba Masori. We gave her the microphone to speak. Yam Pamono. Say also busum na dinti na Nyankopon bae opa for omo the light no. So if Mo has seen the light, don't condemn the lady.
There are two videos that I want to show you. There is one that was Obi Nati's submission. Obi Nati is a pastor with yes.
It was the one I was referring to about the doctrine thing.
Okay.
But since I want to play it, when you play, I'll respond to it.
Okay. So Obi Nati is a pastor with the ICGC. And then we had an interview with Councillor Adofoli on what people around Moesha should be doing now in order to help her with whatever she's going through. Let's watch. We'll be back to discuss it.
I don't know, baby, Moesha, all of a sudden she's on social media. That's one of my problems. At this time, we a new convert. What about from? There are things you don't even engage yourself in. But you're wrong. What is trending is that I will not sleep with any man again in my life. General, they should be able to guide her to now. Oh, our life. But I also, I didn't know we jai, and I will cost you a baby, and almost okay. Wow, we are leading you to Christ. Now, in that leadership style, now more environmental is to guide you to grow from being a child of God to a mature child of God. And I know by you, and I'm a satellite church now preaching. It's not done anywhere. You can't convert today and pick a Bible and say, I can't. You need to be guided. Maybe why I say a child, you have to go through certain things. Sometimes I say, baptism, you have to come in. Maybe there are processes for new converts. And so Moesha said the lady is still going through because it is too early for us to be seeing such videos and such comments from her. As someone can know, say, I want to go there because I am say, me know behind that. So will not young cry. I told them we go through stuff. They be because I'm buying Obia Christopher will go through temptations. So you don't come declaring such things at Ebeko social media. You see, oh yes, Anna. Oh yes, Anna, you open yourself up more to certain demonic attacks. And then they pass on their Babylon. You open yourself to certain demonic attacks. I'm merciful. After no be who say other spirits be why engage that. Nyame be why that. These spirits begin to rise and they'll come and test you. So if you are not strong, if the foundation you go back. There are so many people who claim they have converted and they still go back because and you to me and you you have to submit to that grace.
We all human beings, one thing that we struggle with is change. Change is not easy. So what Moesha is talking about is he has had a spiritual encounter that is now born again, saving the spirit. So there are ways she needs to live her life now to fit that new calling, which is becoming a struggle. First, we're hearing stories like she has let go of the houses, she has let go of cars and so forth to fit that kind of lifestyle you want. But things that she cannot let go is the memory, the past, the friends, all these things are there. So at this point in time, she's navigating with all these people, the experience and other things. A question we are asking, does he have a friend that you could count on, share, talk? Maybe she's not having that. And it's combining all this together. It might be a very difficult situation to go through. Yeah, counseling will be able to help her, but we need a friend, a support system, especially if we have a good Christians at home, somebody should just adopt her as a good friend. Help her in a fellowship, help her with the reading of the Word of God, at least so that she can mature in that faith. She's just a newborn now. If she's not getting that support, she could go for counseling and come back with a relapse. If she's not getting that support, you can go to the hospital and come back. In a few days, you will start behaving the way she is behaving now. So the good support system will help her. That could be friends, it could be the family from the church, mother, father, whoever he has found, who will be there to share, who will be there to carry her along, encourage her. And again, I wish she would take a break from this social media stuff. So have a personal reflection about her life and a new phase of life now. It's rather unfortunate and it's painful when you see people going through things that you don't understand. The least you could do is to mock at them or laugh at them. We should have a bit of empathy to be there for people, at least encourage them. If you can't say anything good to her, just allow her to go through her phase of life. It will be good to leave her like that than to say negative comment, which will have negative effect on her. So I wish people or Ghanaians will be more decorum, will be more friendly, more human being, who will call or support her, give her a word of encouragement, or say a prayer for her.
Right, so you saw Obi Nati and then Councillor Adufoli express their views on the issue. The Obi Nati's video, kind courtesy of Peace FM, and then we had that interview with Councillor Adufoli. Nana?
Sorry, fine like Camilo Toko. When Kitty was in the news, for losing out on the Artist of the Year to Daniel Hamilton, and Christians, right, said, you think you can go against God and win? I saw that comment myself, so many of them. Anna, you think you can be this and do that and do this and do that and do this and do that? In the midst of all that, Christians knew that, oh, they made the boy feel so bad that he had to go on radio, Hits FM, to go and say that, and yes, to ABC, fool, to go and save himself because it was getting too much for him. Do you know what his church did to him?
No.
Do you know Kiddy's church? ICGC. Which church is Obi Nati a pastor of?
ICGC.
Do you know what they did?
What
they
did
put out a post and said to the boy that we haven't seen you in church for a while now.
Oh, sir, I never saw it.
Yes. They did, to the extent that Mika did a story or one play. They did. They put out a post.
Okay.
ICGC put out a post.
Yes.
I didn't see it.
I didn't, bruh.
Oh no, I can't say. Well, I'm just saying that I didn't see it.
I am responsible for my comments. 027 111 117 because I have evidence.
Councillor Lutra.
Yeah, they made a post. They made a post. You understand? I am using them as an example because Obi made a comment on Peace FM. Say, I sorry now, a jail no, a year more ne omuasem, and that they have done what they can just share a video. They were sharing the videos and they said, oh, you are welcome, blah, 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 blah. If Christians could have come together, at the time Moesha started saying, I have repented, like, but now we will not be where we are. It is what I was saying before. It's the division empire. As Christians, say, oh, you're Pentecostal, me apostolic, so you and I, we have different beliefs and doctrines. Listen, let me tell you something. It's a Bible. When I read Matthew 7:7, how I understand it, it would depend on how you understand it. I respect that. How you would preach on it is different from how I will preach on it. I respect that. But however we are all preaching it, our end goal is to tell the unbeliever that Christ is Lord. Therefore, we are all one under one. We are all one in this circle. So it's not about beliefs and doctrines. I said it on somewhere that if big pastors like Pastor Odro, Sherwood Ross, all this while one say Moesha.
I think I saw an article. So he's praying for her.
No, like, we don't need the prayer. We need his voice in the space.
Oh, is it always the case that I have to come out?
I will come to you. I'll tell you why.
If I'm praying for you,
I will tell you why. I'll tell you why we need his voice in this.
Why do you need his voice?
Oh, he's inviting her over.
When was that? Nancy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, recently, like,
do you know why we needed them, all of them, their voice in the space?
Why?
Because the mockery, the ridicule was getting bigger than the actual purpose of the girl's repentance. A city here, and I might get no depression anymore because she felt like the society that I am coming to is not ready for me. If I am me and my church responsibility, then I'll die. Because it's not my church responsibility. I am a celebrity one too. If I had gone to sleep with a man and my issue had come, but every church member, whether you are apostolic or they will laugh at me. I have come to the space, say, I have seen God, and you have seen people laugh at me, and you are leaving me alone. Let me make this very, very another dangerous example, right? Sense of belonging is very important in this world. Sense of belonging. Say it to him, Miraha, Namitia, good morning. Now we'll be in Femia. I feel uncomfortable, uneasy. I have to go out and sit somewhere. Until I see somebody I know in this space who says, Nana, oh, what's up? I see you keep. Then that uneasiness goes away. The ridicule in the system at the time, when Mo said, I have repented, and then drive video by you. I'm talking about the time she started saying, I have repented, and she started deleting the photos, and she started inviting her celebrity friends, like what you saw, to their church that has saved them. At the time, the people were laughing at her and saying, oh, they're only men and Dana. So at that time was when the men that held the system down Pastor Joe is very influential. Wako viral on so many occasions. Some have been used even in funny ways. So he's very, very respected in that space. And a video to welcome her, it doesn't matter my church. And all the negative comments should have been that, Mo, we are inviting you, we want to see you. When powerful people like that begin to speak for her, and it comes to social media, social media second who said, no, I didn't grow serious.
But he says, say, jama,
yes, I get you. What I'm saying is very serious. Listen to me. I'm very passionate about Christ. I don't joke with that. Yes, I am.
But you love the big butts.
Yes, me papa. Because I don't just mean go heaven. What am I saying? I don't just me papa, me philia. But on a serious note, if churches, not all churches, I mean influential pastors on some churches had come out early, right, to say, sister, bless you for seeing Christ, the trolls in the media would have gone down. The story would have been, pastors welcome Moesha Budong to Christendom. That would have changed the conversation today. Whoever was misleading her, let's say she was being misled. A moment a pastor Odro says, I'm inviting you to my church, at the time the thing was beginning, whoever was misleading the person would have sat down correct. Say, I don't know, AI is serious. I'm not saying Mensa Utabo should do a video for Moesha, but it would have been sweet to see a tweet or something from any member of the ISGC family, from the Pentecostal family, from the Apostolic family, to say Mo, because there are people like Mo who have not come out, but they are born again. I'll give you an example. When she was on radio, xylophone, and she made a similar comment, and everybody there say, yeah, it's way, or can't say, now she does more for God, and she goes to church so much. She's even trying to do activities in the church. All of us in the space, we are all Christians, by the way, as pundits though. And so then Wendy will start to feel uneasy, because when you say there was no Muslim in our mess. We are all Christians. She feels uneasy right now. Now she has to cover it back by saying, but it doesn't change her from singing her secular song. Then everybody's okay. Society itself, when a soul is repenting, they don't want the soul to repent. It's in the Bible. They will not let a soul change to Christ because they don't want to lose their member. They are in the world. They won't. It won't be easy for you. But if we are helping them to mock the people that we are always going into the world to preach to, then what are we doing as Christians?
Vida, let's conclude on this. The video you watched then.
Martin and I was excellent point made. The focus of Ghana Fund was on the fellow celebrities to come out to say we support you in it. But Brantipa, a fan so or the Omokoche. A fan Moesha so Munsa, Ediom command, a maybe. And it's our fan, they cannot come out to say we are with you. Because on no job, she on Mugusu, Omo Betuan, we name her. And you know, ye best. So those who are saying, say, a list of people that she led to other men in Bano, yes, strong victimization, a bed also, let us keep it as a TNA. Obinati, well, the statements I am selfish, Kaka, say, or say, I was Safuna, say, we are Wasafuna, I think that we all have to come together as a Christophona, young general, our word to me, mom, dear. Maybe inviting about master. I mean, you can wear trousers, you can put on dreadlocks, you can anything that you want.
But Sunday.
Glorious Word International.
Sunday.
I mean, nobody is going to judge you, look over your shoulders and say, "Share Bonnie." You need to know Bonnie. Now, Papa yana crown and Bible said to send to my goofy one in so. And you know, Papa yana drew him fan, but I am church and a leading me part two or quite panaso. So she should come.
Right, so that's it for the Moesha discussion. Reminder that the show is brought to you by Cheesy Pizza. Now, Cheesy Pizza has all you want, from juices to smoothies, jollof fried rice, spag meatballs, and for pizza, buy one, get one free every Wednesday at all our branches. Call Cheesy Pizza on 0544 133397. 0544 133397. Cheesy Pizza, your way. That's how we draw down the curtain for this episode of Bloggers Forum. But before we go, Ghana Web Excellence Awards We have called for entries, and so from July 5 to August 31, you can nominate people for various categories. There are 17 categories up for grabs. So when you visit our website, www.ghanaweb.com, you get the forms there. If you open a story, you will see a link to a banner beneath the story that you can click, and then it will take you to the nomination forms for you to nominate. 17 categories. Nomination is unlimited. You can also send your nominations through awards@ghanaweb.com. awards@ghanaweb.com. Nominate whoever you think deserves a nomination for any of the categories. I've been on the show with Nanea 18, aka Nanea Redu, aka George, Nanea Udia, back near day. Why are the back account? So one tier, yeah. Oh, sir. Okay. By the Dutch Mwabuatin, is a columnist. The show has been sponsored, or the show is sponsored by Cheesy Pizza. Get your pizza from all their branches. They are in Dansuman, La Paz, Ring Road, Osu, Adenta, and enjoy the pizza. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa. Thank you for watching.